Welcome back for another episode of the Star Trek Rewatch. Today we are talking about the episode titled The Enemy Within. This was the fifth episode that was filmed, and this was filmed in the middle of June 1966. The writer for this episode was Richard Matheson. Richard Matheson, you may know him. He wrote the book I Am Legend, which is considered one of the top 10 vampire novels of all time by Fangoria magazine. If you've never read I Am Legend, there's been 3 movie adaptations of this. There was the Vincent Price version, then there was the Omega Man starring Charlton Heston, and then the Will Smith version. Okay, so Richard Matheson also did some writing for The Twilight Zone, but here we have him on an episode of Star Trek. So yeah, we got a big time author on this one. It was directed by Leo Penn, and I think the direction for this episode is pretty interesting. There's some pretty cool lighting and some pretty cool, I don't know, there's just the way that this one is shot. I think visually it's an interesting episode. The composer is Sol Kaplan, and I think the music for this episode is pretty great. Very atmospheric. The photographic effects, again, were done by the Howard A. Anderson Company. So, read the synopsis. It says, a transporter malfunction divides Captain Kirk into 2 people. There's one good, his good side, and his quote-unquote bad side. Each is a physically complete individual, but both are lacking in mental and emotional factors. One has the good characteristics of Kirk, his rational and sensitive mind. The other has the bad points, irrational and bestial attitudes. Both halves must be reunited in time to save a stranded landing party led by Sulu. Let's see. This episode, the only Star Trek segment written by Richard Matheson, is a cornerstone of the Kirk-Spock-McCoy relationship. It's also the first time that McCoy says, he's dead, Jim. And it's a dog. So when they beam up this dog, evidently there's a landing party down on this planet, and one of the guys that goes down gets like this dust all over him, and when he transports up, they have some trouble bringing him back, but it like does something to the transporter that when you transport somebody, or for instance a dog, there's this dog and it's probably the worst effect in the episode is this dog that's got like a unicorn thing on, and I don't know, they got this dog in this suit and it looks ridiculous. It has this weird tail on it and everything, but it splits the dog into 2. So there's like a nice docile dog, and then there's like a snarling mean dog. Well, the same thing happens to Kirk, but they don't know it. And they put like some eyeliner on Shatner. So like when he first beams up and he turns around to look at the camera, okay, he's got like eyeliner. The evil Kirk has eyeliner. And the way that they dramatically light his eyes, I don't know. He walks in at one point to McCoy, Dr. McCoy Bones, and is like demanding brandy. He's like, give me the brandy. And then he basically, trigger warning here, okay, he sexually assaults Yeoman Rand, and she scratches his face. So he ends up with scratches on his face, and at first they don't know what's going on. They don't know that there's like a good Kirk and a bad Kirk, but they have to be reintegrated, right, into one. It says here that in Richard Matheson's original script, the bad Kirk was much more animalistic. He like grunted and snarled like he was a Klingon or something. I don't know. They kind of toned it down, but yeah, there's some really good acting by Shatner in this one. There's a scene where the good Kirk, quote unquote good Kirk, is on the bridge and makes an announcement over the intercom concerning like looking for Kirk, the the imposter, quote unquote, and that the bad Kirk is in his captain's quarters, and Shatner, he's going, "I'm Captain Kirk. I'm Captain Kirk. I'm Captain Kirk." And I'm not doing it justice. I mean, it's really over the top, and it's awesome. So, man, that is loud. Sorry about the truck out here making all the noise. But yeah, I just wanted to say this is a good one. I liked it. It does have some issues with it, but overall, I think that this was a very entertaining episode and some of Shatner's finest acting. So it's a lot of fun. What do you think about it? I'm sorry this one's short today. I really don't have a whole lot to say about it. Again, written by Richard Matheson. Never read any Richard Matheson. This is a good place to start. I Am Legend. Check it out. It's pretty great. All right. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.